we touched on it a little bit yesterday. I know some of the agencies in the room are part of the e-commerce agency growth community. This event is put on by e-commerce partnerships, but they are both founded and led by Rachel Jacobs, who's not here because she has a 4-month-old now. March, April, May, yeah, 4-month-old in a few days. So we're very excited for her. And she usually doesn't brag about the e-commerce agency growth community as much when she's here. So we're gonna do it on her behalf. And yeah, if you're not part of the EAG group, it's such a special community. Usually, you know, I hear about founders, they may be part of, in the US, we have like a Vistage community that's like very popular for founders and such. And there's a lot of spaces for founders, right? And in those spaces, sometimes they're not a safe space or they're not an e-commerce space. So you can be sharing your issues and the other owners in the room have no fucking idea what you're talking about, right? So it's not as valuable. And if you do find something valuable, you're just like trying to get the rest of your team to understand and take away from it, but they're so disconnected from it, right? So the e-commerce agency group breaks down all the barriers. Geographics aren't a barrier, right? You just need to be an e-commerce agency. That's the only requirement. You can't be an asshole. That's the other requirement. And so, yeah, Rachel does vet personally who enters the community. We get to do so many cool things. We get to meet in events like this, but also, you know, there's so many events, you know, that go on, .dev, shop talks all around the world, and we provide spaces for the EAG community to get together around those events. And what happens is, oftentimes they partner for their own fringe events, right, around those. And when there's thousands and thousands of people at Shop Talk, we have a safe group and a safe space that we can go around with, right? And we can make meaningful connections and network, but we can kind of do it together. And you know, something about being an agency owner can be really isolating, but to have people that understand you and that you can tell anything to and learn from and share not only the wins, like a lot of groups just like to share how great they are. Well, like we are interested in hearing what's not going well, right? So that we can genuinely support one another and we can kind of create that environment. And so it's really, really special what she has built. We mix work and play really well. As I said yesterday, we do a start of year and end of year retreat. The end of year is more play. The start of the year one, well, we did a good amount of work and play in Colombia this year, I have to say. We always pick a cool location. End of year, we tend to go to Gran Canaria where Rachel lives. It's a beautiful, beautiful island in between Spain and Africa. So very cool. And if you want to join, we do all different types of things. So it's not just for your founders, right? We have mastermind groups and we have cohorts. The cohorts, Maya taught a few this year. I just did one. Well, someone on my team, our fractional chief people officer, just did one on team and roles. So it was like an HR deep dive masterclass. I just taught one on operations, and next week I'll be teaching one on all things agency profitability. Exciting stuff, right? But we hit all different topics. We go deep. We help you guys on things without like one-on-one kind of coaching or engagement. And it's kind of in a group setting, so we can learn from one another all across the globe. So you can be sitting with who you think is your competitor, but there's really abundance mentality and space for everyone. That's kind of the goal of this whole thing. So other than the cohorts, we have the mastermind groups. So we kind of spread out everyone in your agency, and we say, okay, all of the founders, all of the director of client services, all of the head of operations, all of the finance people, and all of like the creative teams and even our tech teams. We're going to put you in groups of 4 different, you know, agencies, and you all share the same title, and you guys are going to meet for the next quarter or the next 6 months, and you get to meet consistently and kind of talk to one another and work through actual challenges that you're going through with one another. And then after, you know, a quarter or 6 months, you kind of rotate groups. And so it's not just for the founders in the room, but it's for all of the people that you've promoted and that you're paying really well and that you assume that they're going to become great leaders. It doesn't just happen overnight, right? They need to learn from other people's experiences in order to grow, right? And meet your expectations. And so you don't have to be sitting here screenshotting things things and sending it to them for 2 days straight, because all that's going to do is piss them off and annoy them, because they're working on actual fires in your agency right now. But if you give them the space, you know, Maya said it great, like the space to think, but also the space to talk to other people who understand what they're going through. And yeah, they're probably going to be in a group bitching about you as the founder, and that's okay. Like, they need a safe space to do that and to kind of get through the challenges that they're having. And so that's a really cool part of EAG. I really love being a coach. It's changed my life, and I hope that I've been able to touch others' lives. It means so much to me, and I'm so blessed and grateful to be a part of it. And so if that means anything to you, or you're interested in being a part of it, we're halfway through the year, so it's a really, really low cost. There should be no barrier to entry for you to come in, and it's half price now that we're in half of the year. So you still have a chance to join the community, to get your team involved in the next 6 months of our, you know, of mastermind groups, and also to come to Gran Canaria if you'd like to do a retreat with us at the end of the year. So, and also around .dev, around Shop Talk, we're doing Shop Talk Barcelona, there's always events going on. The day before the event kicks off, we do like an exclusive EAG community gathering. So it's just a nice way when you're checking into your hotel, flying across the world, and you get to meet with people that you know, and make some new friends too. So if you are interested, yes, Rachel does need to vet you, right? So you still need to contact her. If you're interested in joining, you can let her know that you came to the event, that you're interested in joining for the rest of the year, or maybe if you wanted to learn more about it before you join, she can give you all the details and the pricing. So you can come find me all through the night as well, and I can share more details with you. So, yeah, we have our next summit, our last one for the year. Is in Seville. The last few years we did it in Valencia, so we're just changing it up. And so it's going to be the last week of September. What does it say on there? Can't read it, but you guys can see it better than I. 29th and 30th, there you go. It should be on the weekdays, so you can come before or after and explore. And then the week after that will be in Gran Canaria for the retreat, so which is just a flight away. So very convenient. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys, but want to give a big round of applause to all the speakers. Thank you guys so much.